Yes, coins with mistakes can be worth a fortune. A 1978 penny with double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual markings can skyrocket in value. These errors are rare because they occur during the minting process and slip through quality control. That makes them extremely desirable. Now imagine you find a 1978 Liberty penny with a clear error and in excellent condition. That coin could easily reach the kind of value we are talking about today. Collectors are always searching for these rare pieces, and auctions often see competitive bidding for such coins. The value $768.649 may sound very specific, but in the coin world, prices can vary depending on demand, grading, and rarity. Some coins even sell for much higher if they are graded by professional services and receive top ratings. So how can you check if your coin is valuable? Start by looking closely at the date 1978 and the word Liberty. Check for any unusual doubling in the letters or numbers. Look at the edges and the alignment of the design. If something looks different or unique, you might be holding something special. Also pay attention to the color of the coin. A bright red copper coin is usually more valuable than a dull brown one. That original shine means the coin has been well preserved over time. Now let's talk about the emotional side of coin collecting. It's not just about money. It's about history, discovery, and the excitement of finding something rare in the most unexpected places. Every coin tells a story, and the 1978 Liberty penny is no different. It represents a piece of American heritage that has traveled through time and hands, waiting to be appreciated. For collectors and beginners alike, this coin is a perfect starting point. It is common enough to find but rare enough in certain conditions to be extremely valuable. That balance makes it exciting and accessible, and here's something even more thrilling. Many people still have these coins lying around in jars, drawers, or old collections without realizing their potential value. That means the next rare 1978 penny discovery could be yours. So next time you come across a penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Examine the details. Because hidden within that tiny coin could be a treasure worth hundreds of dollars. At RFCONS, we believe every coin has a story and every collector has the chance to discover something. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the legendary 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but carries secrets that could be worth far more than 1 cent. This is not just a coin, this is a moment in history captured in copper and zinc, a year of transition, mystery, and opportunity. The 1982 Lincoln cent stands at a turning point for the United States Mint, making it one of the most talked about and collected pennies ever produced. Let's go back in time. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and strength. For decades, these pennies were made primarily of copper, giving them weight, durability, and that classic reddish shine collectors love. But by 1982, everything changed due to rising copper prices. The U.S. Mint made a historic decision. They shifted from heavy copper composition to a lighter zinc core with a thin copper coating. This means that in 1982, two completely different types of pennies were produced at the same time. Imagine that, two versions of the same coin circulating together, creating confusion, excitement, and today, serious value. Now here is where things get really interesting. The 1982 penny exists in multiple varieties. You have large date and small date versions, and both exist in copper and zinc compositions. Add mint marks from Philadelphia and Denver, and suddenly you have a complex family of coins that collectors are still exploring today. But among all these, one version stands out as a true treasure. The rare 1982 small date copper penny from Denver is considered one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Why is it so special? Because officially, the Denver Mint should not have produced small date copper coins. Yet a few somehow slipped through, making them incredibly rare and highly desirable. Now let's talk about value, because this is what everyone wants to know. Most 1982 pennies are still worth just 1 cent, maybe a few cents in circulated condition. But when you find the right combination, the story changes dramatically. A standard 1982 copper penny in excellent condition can sell for several dollars. A high-grade uncirculated example can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on quality and grading, but when we move into rare varieties, the numbers jump. The 1982 small-date copper penny has sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Some top-graded examples have reached values close to your mentioned figure of $768.648 and even higher depending on demand and condition. And that is not a dream, that is real market value driven by collectors who are always hunting for rare errors and transitional pieces. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that you got as change, and that small piece of metal could be worth hundreds or thousands. That is the magic of coin collecting, and that is why coins like the 1982 Liberty penny are so exciting. Now let's talk about how you can identify one of these valuable coins. First, check the date carefully. Look closely at the shape of the numbers. The small date has a different style compared to the large date. The number 2 is sharper and the overall spacing is tighter. Next, weigh the coin. This is one of the most important steps. A copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. This small difference can mean a huge difference in value. Also check for the mint mark. AD below the date means it was minted in Denver. And if you ever find a small date copper penny with AD mint mark, you might be holding one of the rarest modern coins in circulation. History. Condition is everything. Coins that are shiny, uncirculated, and free from scratches are always worth more. Professional grading by services can push the value even higher, turning a rare find into a collector's dream investment. The story of the 1982 Liberty penny is more than just metal and numbers. It is about change, transition, and hidden opportunity. It reminds us that even the smallest things in life can hold incredible value if you know where to look. So next time you receive change, don't ignore those pennies. Take a closer look. Because one of them might just be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. This is RFCONS, bringing you closer to the rare, the valuable, and the unbelievable world of coins. STA. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the legendary 1-cent Liberty coin, focusing especially on the incredible 1995 Lincoln penny that collectors around the world are hunting for right now. When most people see a 1-cent coin, they think it is just small change, something to ignore or toss aside. But what if I told you that one simple coin from your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Yes, that is the magic of coin collecting, and today we explore why the 1995 Liberty penny has become such a hot topic in the collector world. The story begins with the iconic Abraham Lincoln design, first introduced in 1909. This design made history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most recognized coins on the planet. But not all Lincoln pennies are equal, and that is where things get exciting. The 1995 1-cent coin may look ordinary at first glance, but collectors know there is something very special hidden in certain versions of this coin. The most famous variety is the 1995 double die obverse. This error happens during the minting process when the design is accidentally stamped twice at slightly different angles. The result is visible doubling in the lettering, especially in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. This tiny detail transforms a common coin into a collector's dream. While millions of 1995 pennies were produced, only a small number feature this rare error. That scarcity is what drives the value up and makes it so desirable. Now let us talk about value, because this is what everyone wants to know. A regular 1995 Lincoln penny is usually worth just 1 cent. But if you find the double die version in circulated condition, it can sell for around $20 to $50. In uncirculated condition, the value can jump to $100 or more. And in top condition with perfect grading, some examples have sold for several $100s. There are even reports and listings where exceptional pieces reach values like $768 or more, depending on condition, rarity, and demand in the market. That is an incredible return for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. But how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? The key is careful observation. Look closely at the word Liberty on the coin. If the letters appear doubled or slightly shadowed, you might be holding a rare treasure. Also check In God We Trust, as doubling is often visible there as well. Another important factor is condition. Coins that are shiny, clean, and show little to no wear are always worth more. Collectors use grading systems to determine condition, and higher grades mean higher prices. The history behind these coins also adds to their appeal. The United States Mint has produced billions of pennies over the years, but errors like the 1995 double die remind us that even in a highly controlled process, unique variations can occur. These variations create excitement and opportunity for collectors everywhere. Imagine going through your pocket change and suddenly discovering a coin worth hundreds of dollars. That is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. ATRF coins, we believe that knowledge is power. The more you learn about coins like the 1995 Liberty Penny, the better your chances of finding something valuable. Do not ignore those small coins. Check them, study them, and who knows, you might already have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. The market for rare coins continues to grow as more people realize the potential value hidden in everyday currency. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts are all searching for these rare pieces, and the demand keeps pushing prices higher. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the Liberty 1996 1-cent coin, also known as the iconic Lincoln penny. At first glance it may look like just another small copper coin sitting quietly in your pocket or coin jar, but what if I told you that this tiny piece of metal could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition, rarity, and hidden features? The 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin was minted by the legendary United States Mint, an institution that has been producing coins since the late 1700s. This coin features the profile of one of the most respected figures in history, Abraham Lincoln, whose image has appeared on the penny since 1909. The obverse design shows Lincoln facing right with the word Liberty proudly displayed beside him, along with the year 1996 and the phrase "In God We Trust" above. Now let us talk about why this coin is capturing attention all over the world and especially among collectors. While millions of 1996 pennies were produced, not all coins are created equal. Some of these coins have rare errors, unique mint marks, or exceptional conditions that make them incredibly valuable. A regular circulated 1996 penny might only be worth a few cents, but when you find one in mint state condition or with a rare error, the value can skyrocket dramatically. Collectors are especially interested in coins graded MS-65 or higher. These coins have a bright original luster, sharp details, and almost no visible flaws. When a 1996 Liberty penny reaches this level, its value can jump from a few cents to several dollars, and in rare cases even hundreds. But here is where things get truly exciting. Some rare examples with unusual minting errors or perfect preservation have been valued at astonishing figures, and claims like $768.646 have sparked curiosity and excitement across coin communities. So what makes a 1996 Liberty penny so valuable? First, mint marks play a crucial role. Coins from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small d. Each mint produced coins with slight differences, and certain variations are harder to find in high grades. Second, errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual coloration can significantly increase value. These errors occur during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors. Another important factor is color classification. Collectors often categorize pennies as brown, red-brown, or full red. A full red 1996 penny with its original copper shine intact is much more valuable than a dull brown circulated coin. This is because copper naturally darkens over time, so preserving that bright red color is extremely rare. Now imagine this. You are going through your old coins, maybe from a jar, a drawer, or even your grandparents' collection. You pick up a simple 1996 penny and notice it looks unusually shiny, with crisp details and no scratches. That moment could be life-changing. That small coin could be worth far more than its face value, turning a simple hobby into a rewarding discovery. The story of the 1996 Liberty penny is not just about money. It is about history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin carries a journey, from the moment it was struck at the mint to the hands it passed through over the years. Some coins travel across states, across countries, and even across generations before being recognized for their true value for collectors and beginners alike. The key is knowledge and attention to detail. Always check the date, the mint mark, the condition, and any unusual features. Use proper lighting and magnification if possible. The smallest detail can make the biggest difference in value. As we continue to explore coins here on RFCONS, remember that treasure does not always come in gold or silver. Sometimes it comes in copper, in the form of a humble 1-cent coin that holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. The 1996 Liberty penny is proof that even the smallest coin can carry a big story and potentially a big reward. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and widely collected coins in American history, the Liberty 1-cent coin from 1997, a coin that many people overlook but collectors quietly search for every single day. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the legendary American President Abraham Lincoln. For decades, this small copper coin has carried not just monetary value, but history, culture, and in rare cases, life-changing worth. Now imagine holding a simple 1997 Liberty penny in your hand. At first glance, it looks like just another coin. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, the word Liberty beside him, the date 1997 below. But what if I told you that some of these coins have been discovered with values reaching as high as $768.645 depending on condition, rarity, and unique mint errors? Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people ignore or spend without thinking could actually be worth hundreds of dollars. The 1997 1-cent coin was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark, Denver coins carry the D mint mark, and San Francisco coins are often proof coins made for collectors. Each version has its own story and its own value potential. What makes the 1997 Liberty penny so special is not just its age, but the hidden variations and rare errors that collectors hunt for. These include double die errors, off-center strikes, and coins with unusual surfaces or missing details. A small mistake at the mint can turn an ordinary penny into a rare collectible treasure. Condition plays a huge role in value. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they were never used in daily transactions, can be worth significantly more. These coins still have their original shine, sharp details, and no scratches. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a scale, and higher graded coins can sell for much higher prices. Now let's talk about the current market value. While most 1997 pennies are worth just 1 cent, certain high-grade coins and rare error versions have sold for hundreds of dollars. The number 768.645 represents a high-end estimate often associated with near-perfect condition coins or unique mint errors. These are not common, but they do exist, and that is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The composition of the 1997 penny is also interesting. It is made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change in composition started in 1982, making newer pennies lighter but still maintaining the classic copper appearance. Collectors also look for something called luster, the natural shine of a coin. A bright, original luster can greatly increase a coin's desirability. If your 1997 Liberty penny still shines like it just left the mint, you might be holding something special. Another important factor is rarity. Even though millions of 1997 pennies were produced, only a small number exist in perfect condition or with rare errors. This limited supply combined with collector demand is what drives prices up. Let's not forget the emotional and historical value. Every coin tells a story. This 1997 penny represents a piece of American history, a time when coins were still widely used in daily life, and each one passed through countless hands, carrying stories we may never know. If you are watching this right now, it is time to check your coins. Look closely at your 1997 Liberty pennies. Examine the details, check the mint mark, and look for anything unusual. That one small coin sitting in your drawer could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a journey of discovery. It teaches patience, attention to detail, and the thrill of finding something rare in the most unexpected places. Here at RFCONS, we believe every coin has a story and every collector has the chance to find hidden. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American pocket change history, the Liberty 1999 1-cent coin, a simple penny that many people ignore but collectors quietly hunt because some rare versions can reach astonishing prices at first glance. The 1999 1-cent coin looks ordinary, just another everyday coin produced by the legendary United States Mint. But when you look closer, you begin to uncover a story filled with history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. This coin belongs to the iconic Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor one of the greatest presidents in American history, Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of symbolic figures. The 1999 Lincoln penny carries the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, showing a strong and calm profile that has become one of the most recognized images in coin history. On the reverse side, you will see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008, representing unity, strength, and American heritage. Now you might be thinking this is just a common coin, and normally you would be right, because millions of these coins were minted in 1999 at different mint locations like Philadelphia and Denver. But here is where things get exciting. Not all 1999 pennies are equal. Some rare varieties and mint errors have shocked collectors by reaching incredible market values, turning a 1-cent coin into something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. There are certain rare error coins from 1999 that collectors are always searching for, including off-center strikes, double die errors, and coins with unusual surfaces or missing details. These rare variations are what make the difference between a coin worth just 1 cent and a coin worth serious money. Now let us talk about the value that has caught everyone's attention: a rare 1999 Liberty penny in exceptional condition with unique mint errors or special characteristics has been reported in collector markets with values reaching up to $768.644, depending on condition, grading, and rarity. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny turning into hundreds of dollars. This is why coin collectors always say never ignore your change, because you never know what treasure might be hiding in your pocket. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in mint state condition, meaning they look almost new with sharp details and no visible wear, can be worth significantly more than circulated coins. Professional grading services examine coins carefully, checking shine, scratches, strike quality, and overall preservation. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Another important factor is mint mark. Some 1999 pennies come with a small letter under the date indicating where they were minted. Coins without a mint mark are usually from Philadelphia, while coins with AD come from Denver. Certain rare varieties from specific mints can be more valuable than others. Collectors also look for coins with unusual coloring or metal composition differences. Even a small mistake during the minting process can turn a normal coin into a rare collectible. That is the beauty of coin collecting. It is a mix of history, luck, and knowledge. The 1999 Liberty penny is not just a coin, it is a piece of American history, a symbol of everyday life, and for some lucky collectors, a hidden jackpot. Imagine finding one of these rare coins in your old jar of change or inside your wallet. That moment of discovery is what makes this hobby so exciting, and that is exactly why millions of people around the world continue searching through coins every day, because the next valuable find could be just 1 penny away. So next time you see a 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, check the details, look for errors, examine the condition, because that small coin might just be worth far more than you ever expected. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins in American history, the Liberty 2002 1-cent coin from the legendary United States Mint and part of the iconic Lincoln cent series that collectors around the world admire. At first glance, the 2002 Lincoln penny may look like just another everyday coin you might find in your pocket or lying unnoticed in a jar. But what if I told you that some of these coins have shocked collectors with values reaching as high as $768 and even more under the right conditions? Yes, you heard that right, a simple 1-cent coin turning into a small fortune. And today you will discover exactly why. The story begins with the design itself, featuring the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that has been a symbol of American heritage since 1909. Created by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side of the 2002 penny you will find the classic Lincoln Memorial design, representing strength, unity, and history, making this coin not just currency but a piece of American identity. Now let us talk about the D Mint mark. The small letter D on this coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States, known for producing billions of coins each year. But here is where things get exciting. Not all 2002 D pennies are created equal. While millions were produced, only a tiny fraction holds significant value, and that value depends on condition, rarity, and most importantly, minting errors. Collectors are always searching for coins in uncirculated condition, coins that have never been used in everyday transactions, coins that still shine with their original mint luster as if they were just struck yesterday. A 2002 D penny in average circulated condition may only be worth its face value, just 1 cent, but when you find one in mint state condition, especially graded MS67 or higher, the value can jump dramatically into hundreds of dollars. Now, imagine holding such a coin in your hand, a coin that most people would ignore, yet collectors are willing to pay hundreds for it. That is the magic of coin collecting. But the real treasure lies in errors. Error coins are the true stars of the collecting world. These are coins that were struck with mistakes during the minting process, making them rare and highly desirable. Some 2002 D pennies have been discovered with off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual surface features that make them unique. When such errors are confirmed and graded by professional services, their value can skyrocket. This is how a coin that should be worth 1 cent can reach values like $768 or even more depending on demand and rarity. Another important factor is grading. Professional grading companies carefully examine coins and assign them a grade based on their condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins graded MS65 and above are considered high quality, while MS67 and MS68 are extremely rare and valuable. So if you ever come across a shiny 2002 D penny, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. Check for its shine, its details, and any unusual features, because that small coin could be hiding a big secret. Let us also talk about demand. The coin collecting community continues to grow every year, with new collectors entering the market and searching for rare modern coins. This increasing demand pushes prices higher, especially for coins in top condition or with unique characteristics. And the 2002 D Lincoln penny has quietly become one of those coins that collectors keep an eye on. It is modern enough to be found in circulation, yet rare enough in high grades to be valuable. This combination makes it a perfect treasure hunt coin. Now think about your own collection or even the coins lying around your home. Could you already have one of these valuable pennies without even realizing it? Many people have discovered rare coins in the most unexpected places, from old jars to pocket change to inherited collections, and each discovery comes with excitement, surprise, and sometimes a big reward. The journey of coin collecting is not just about money, it is about history, discovery, and the thrill of finding something rare. Every coin tells a story, and the Liberty 2002 D 1 cent coin tells a story of possibility, a reminder that even the smallest things can hold great value. So next time you see a penny, do not overlook it, examine it carefully. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins you might already own but never truly notice, the Liberty 2004 1 cent coin, a simple penny that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. When people hear the word penny, they think of something small, something almost worthless, but collectors and smart coin hunters know the truth. Some pennies are absolute gold mines in disguise, and the Liberty 2004 1 cent coin is one of those coins that has been quietly gaining attention in the coin collecting world. Let us begin with the history, because every valuable coin has a story, and this story starts with the legendary Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait has been featured on the 1 cent coin since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in American coinage produced by the famous United States Mint. This coin represents not just money but history, pride, and craftsmanship. The 2004 Lincoln penny belongs to the modern era, but do not underestimate it. This coin was minted in massive quantities, yet only a small number of them carry unique features, errors, or perfect conditions that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Now let us talk about design, because this is where the magic begins. On the front of the coin you will see the calm and iconic face of Abraham Lincoln along with the word liberty and the year 2004. This word liberty is not just decoration, it symbolizes freedom and history, and for collectors it adds emotional and historical value to the coin. On the reverse side of the coin you will see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008 before it was changed. This makes the 2004 penny part of the final years of this classic design, which already increases its collectability. But here is where things get exciting. Not every 2004 Liberty penny is the same. Some were struck with errors, some were preserved in perfect mint state, and some have rare Variations that can push their value far beyond 1 cent. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary, but is actually worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is not a dream, this is reality in the coin collecting world. Now let us talk about value, because this is what everyone is waiting for. A regular 2004 penny in circulated condition is still worth only 1 cent, but when we move into uncirculated condition the value starts to rise. Coins graded MS65 or higher can be worth several dollars and the value keeps increasing with better quality, but the real treasures are error coins and high grade specimens. Some 2004 Liberty pennies with minting errors like double die off-center strikes or unusual metal compositions have been sold for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases values like $768.642 or even more have been reported, depending on rarity, condition and demand. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny turning into hundreds of dollars. This is why collectors spend hours searching through coin rolls and old jars hoping to find that one